that festival exists. I get it now from doing it, so I hope that they keep it up every year, and I hope they do expand the genres a little more, because I was happy to see a lot of young kids there.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of blew my mind.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
you don't have the kids, nothing's going to really exist anymore. So
Sure.
they need to have that. So.
Yeah, they had a couple of tweaks this year. You know, David Lee Roth, that performance
was amazing.
I knew you guys had a lot of comments on that in social media.
Can we talk about that?
Awesome. I was just blown away. First, he's an icon. Enough said there. But, you know, people were ragging on him for so long, and to have him get up there and do those old Van Halen tunes.
Yes.
That's in my DNA. And to hear him, you know, he wrote those lyrics and he's singing those melodies. I was just blown away. I was like, there it is.
Yeah.
So, I thought the band was great too.
Like being a little bit on the inside, you know, what was happening backstage and maybe the lead into David Lee Roth coming up. Were you guys expecting that? You know, that performance and those songs?
I got the feeling it was going to be. I got the feeling it was going to be kind of bombastic because everybody was kind of vibing. The vibe in the place was great. It was very positive. Yeah. Everybody that was there probably never wrote a hateful comment in their life to David Lee Roth.
Right.
It was all really supportive.
Right.
From backstage to the front. I know there was some people, I'm sure, that are like, whatever.
Right.
I mean, let me see how he does.
Right.
But it's Dave.
Right.
And he wasn't wasn't no vaudeville. Wasn't schmaltzy.
Right.
And he just played it cool, man. I was really I felt like a 12-year-old little girl. I was so excited.
You know, he looked like he was having fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He looked like he was up there just like, this is great.
Yeah.
I miss this. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? Like, I have to do this again.
Yeah.
And regardless if people thought at the time that he was just doing a one-off at M3 or does he have a tour coming up and doing more shows, and it's just was amazing. Man.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
everybody
else
was
to
just
say.
losing their minds. He did all the deep cuts, drop dead legs.
Yeah.
I mean,
Romeo
come on,
Delight.
man.
Romeo's Delight.
I thought I'd never see Romeo Delight live.
Yeah.
I thought I would never see. I've seen Van Halen mostly in the Sammy Hagar, you know, era of Van Halen. I thought I would never see that
Never hear
song,
that.
and I just felt like I was gonna like explode.
Yeah, when you start hearing that guitar and you're like, wow.
And he was working hard up there. Like he was working vocally hard. You know, it was in the background singers were a cool thing. It was a very David Lee Roth band.
Yeah.
It was, you know, everybody had background singers.
Yeah,
Of
but it
course he
wasn't
did.
Vegas-y though. You
Right.
know, it was still rock.
Right.
You know, it wasn't like this is kind of cheeky. You know,
Yeah.
a little. I thought it was done.
It was
very well.
really positive, really supportive, and I think everybody wanted him to do well that was there.
Right.
And I'm sure that he felt that. So what a vibe, man. I'm so glad I got to witness that.
Absolutely. And I'm glad you brought up the vocals to that, because that's something that we put out in our social media. We made some comments about the vocals. We appreciated what he did vocally with his backup singers and made them a part of the show.
Oh yeah.
And there's a lot of people that reacted against that. Like, how do you guys feel about that? Like,
It's simple. Those people are assholes.
I thought it was amazing. I really did. I thought it was great.
Well, and obviously he's older.
Right.
So there's certain things he couldn't do.
Right.
And we talked. Yeah, we talked about it on the podcast after the show. It's like they could have done it with backing tracks, but they kept it live. And,
Right.
And it was rock.
He kept it all organic, man.
Yes.
The way it should be.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who wakes up in the morning and thinks like that, you know? You shouldn't at least run tracks. Fuck that. It was great. I mean, he was there. He was on point. He was working. I think at one point, though, he lost some mids. So it was cool to watch him sort of work with his high end, just sort of get through it and work it.
Yeah.
I was like that. I learned a lot. You know?
Oh, cool.
was
Very
great.
cool. Yeah.
It's definitely amazing.
So was there anything else? Because now we're reflecting on. I'm glad that we caught you, because we talked to you. It was after your set.
After the set.
It was after your.
And I had to fly.
Yes.
Literally fly.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I know,
so
right?
I didn't get a chance to.
And it was a very brief conversation, but it was such a great festival for us. Was there anything else that stood out for you as a part of that day or that experience?
I mean, everything. For us, it was like, I guess they had just redone the pavilion, so the facilities were great. They treated us awesome. You know, I didn't know we each got our own rooms, too. That was kind of cool. Because when we're on the road, it's usually 2 to a room.
Right.
So I said, Rob, you know, who's going to room with who? I usually room with Ricky, whatever.
Yeah.
He said, but they gave us our own rooms. I was like, what? The food was
nice.
off the chain.
Sound system was amazing.
Yeah.
Everybody was really pro.
Yeah.
You know, and that was because Ricky, you know, as a drummer, you tell him, because Ricky likes has to have things a certain way, and he suffers a lot because he's a lot of gear issues. You know, so it's cool.
When it's rough at this we're like in this in-between stage when we tour that we do a lot of fly dates. So I have to rely on backline that's being provided for the drums. And a lot of times when you get there and there's a cage, I can't move cymbal stands, and it becomes hard. And my arms are used to going muscle memory for 45 years going here. Now it's over here, and I'm like, it becomes very difficult. However, at M3, we were just getting there. We were going up to the green room, our dressing room, and one of the tech guys goes, "Who's the basher?" And I said, "It's me." He's like, "All right, drop your stuff, come see me." And it was like, build your drum set, whatever you wanted. They had it.
It was great.
And it was just beautiful. I was like, okay, I need this. And they had anything you wanted.
Yeah,
That was really nice.
and the other bands were all cool with each other, you know. I was talking a lot to Brett from Great White. You know, he stepped into a really hard gig, and he's amazing. But just everybody was just so cool with each other.
Sure.
You know, it was a great thing to be a part of. I really just do get it. I'd like to do it again, and I hope we get invited back someday.
We would love to see that too.
Yeah.
Selfishly.
And that stage was like the size of a football field, man.
Yeah.
I lost like 10 pounds.
A lot of running. Not for me, but.
So, you know, we talked, you guys have been on the road. Looks like, you know, you got a few more dates here in the States and then heading over to Europe. Talk about any excitement or what you're looking forward to going over and playing with Warrior Soul.
Well, first of all, the fact that we're going with Corey's band is very cool. He's always done well over there. We usually go by ourselves, obviously, so this package I think will get us some great audiences. As far as just, you know, it's usual. We're going to be a lot of plane rides, a lot of long drives, but the food's great, the people are great. I look forward to this every year.
Sure.
The fact that I say that, I look forward to every year, like, you know what I mean? It sounds so
true, though.
she.
No, but it's great.
I love
you get
it,
away
man.
for a month and you play rock and roll for a total different culture.
Sure.
You know?
We've made a lot of friends these past couple of years too. So it's really cool, you know, to go over there and it's like, hey, mate, like, you know, like how we are with you guys. It's
I
great.
know.
Yeah.
But it's awesome. You know, we're still pushing it. I think by that time, by the time we get there, we'll be exhausted and we'll be constantly exhausted. And that's just the way it is.
Right.
But it's so much fun. It's so worth it.
Yeah.
It takes a few days, but then once you get into the cycle of getting used to having only 4 hours of sleep and playing and 4 hours of sleep and 6-hour drives,
And we added Sweden,
great.
right?
Well,
We're Sweden this year.
Sweden this year, and what other country?
Norway. Right?
Norway.
Is that the same thing?
No,
I don't know shit about geography.
I just know you can't let Ray sit in the back seat when we're going through the Swiss Alps. Because last year,
I got
he got a
sick
little
as
motion
fuck.
sickness. Yeah.
I know,
He got
right?
ill.
Those are tight roads.
Those tight roads, big
was
mountains
bad.
too.
It was bad.
I get it.
We had
That was the
fun.
first gig too. Yeah. Well, you know, last year we met our buddy Anton from France. He was cool. He's a
New
gangster, by the way.
generation superstars.
So we're looking forward to seeing him again.
New generation superstars.
Oh, yeah,
who
man.
also they're great. This other fantastic band from the UK that we tour with, who is going to be on the bill as well for the UK leg.
Sure.
Yeah, they're like kind of like almost like got a punk rock vibe to them.
Yeah.
You know, they got a lot. They put out a lot of energy live, so it's
They're
really
great,
good for
yeah.
us.
Uh-huh.
Because we go out there, we just got to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
See.
I'm glad you said that way because we talked to this before, actually before your M3 show when you guys came on and we were talking about your lead into M3. I can't overemphasize that enough. How strong of a physical band you guys are, because playing music is a physical act for sure.
Yeah, man.
And you guys are high energy and you never slow up. So it's amazing to hear you talk about Europe getting sick in the Alps and then still like having the fortitude to jump back out there and do it.
Yeah, man. That because I was down for a couple hours, but then we you know.
We got
Also,
some-
there was I think one part of the leg is like 7 or 8 shows in a row or something like that.
Yeah.
It's
But
cruel.
Last year there was a lot more. I think there was 11 shows without a day off.
Yeah, and so the way that I work, I'm just in a constant state of exhaustion.
Yeah.
You know, and then you just turn it on for the hour and a half, 2 hours, and then
Right.
you just drop again. And I can't talk all day, which is a drag. You know, I'm in constant pain, whiny.
Sure.
Who's the bitchy old guy?
Yep.
There's Ray bitching again.
Get him some coffee.
But it's good. You know, it's all the bonding with the guys. You know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we live these lives, and then we go on the road, and you go into a bubble. But it's like the best bubble in the world, man.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, if it was easy, everybody would do it, obviously.
Sure.
So
Right.
it's just, it's a privilege, man. It's fun.
Absolutely.
It makes it easier too because we all get along. I mean, everybody's got their little quirks, but we know each other so well. We know what those quirks are, like a marriage, and it works.
Right, right.
Yeah, when someone steps out of line, you got to be like, there's a lot of humble pie we eat.
Yeah. Check yourself. Check yourself.
Stop whining.
Okay,
Stop whining.
All right, I'm sorry.
But there ain't nothing like it. That's why every band wants to do it.
Sure.
You know, so.
Sure. All right, so I got to ask you this because you played it at M3. I guess I want to see it if anybody's watching right now and they're sitting on their ass and like wondering what to do on a Friday night. You got to get down and see this band. I always like to call it anybody that could be watching this live and get down here because there's nothing like live music. Are you playing Devil's Road?
Come to see Rick play drums.
Come see Ray West sing and scream his ass off.
I agree with all that.
Devil's Road.
Devil's Road.
Devil's Road.
Devil's Road. Can we get a reveal on the set list?
Sure, we can. Do you want to say if we're playing Devil's Road tonight or not?
Yeah.
Is that what you want to hear?
Done.
Done.
You know I love
Done.
that song.
Then we're
It's in there.
Absolutely.
Done.
I'm selfishly making a request. That was my employee.
we'll definitely put it in.
Remember when I said fuck that song? No, we're good. We're good. We
See,
got
he
you.
didn't want to play it, but we have no choice now.
That song's grown up a lot
Yeah.
live. Like
Yeah.
it's just because of the pocket that he and Rob throw down.
Sure.
It's a perfect pocket.
Yeah.
I like to watch when people who have never heard the band lock in and they start,
Right.
you know, or the kids are like, they think we're going to be, and they're like, oh, these guys are cool, man. These guys are all right.
Yeah. That was M3 when you guys hit that song.
Absolutely.
It's like,
cool,
all
man.
right.
Oh, very cool.
And I wasn't sure if that was coming out. So, like, as a fan sitting in the stands, that was a high point.
Oh, that's awesome,
fantastic.
man.
Pocket you're describing.
Cool.
I just got to try to work on singing it better.
No way. That was.
I just try to get to the end of the song. Every song like that's for me. Can I get to the end without passing out?
That's great,
or
man.
clamming.
That's great. I like that song too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to play.
All right. Well,
Awesome.
sounds like we need to get you back. Scott said we had 20 minutes. Did we do it, Scott?
Did we just have an awkward silence? That was weird, right?
We did.
All right, let's go.
I wasn't sure where we were with time, too, because
Oh.
Scott's been throwing timers at us
Okay.
through the evening, so
Oh, right on.
I was trying to be mindful of the man sitting out front. Oh,
Well, I
there
appreciate
look at that. Look.
Oh.
Wait, look. and
Wow,
that was
we're
not
pretty
even
good.
thrown in front of
Countdown,
us. 20 seconds. Like, you
2019.
can't see
Okay.
that.
Well, I appreciate you guys having us,
I
man.
had a feeling. I had that vibe going. And we were like, yeah.
Oh, you got it.
I know.
Yeah.
All right.
That's awesome.
Well,
Anything else? We miss anything? Anything you want to throw out about Europe or some upcoming shows?
I just want everybody to know that we are working our asses off. We're grinding, so people come out and see this band and just become part of this thing we're doing. It's a good, positive, beautiful thing.
You'll have a good time,
I
I'll
will second
guarantee.
that.
Spread the
I will
word, spread the
second
word.
all of that for sure.
Thank you.
Like, big fan, and you will not be disappointed whenever, if you can't do it tonight, whenever you see Spread Eagle live.
yep. And yeah,
But do
because
it
you guys
tonight,
are
though.
playing Baltimore here soon too,
Yeah.
so not
Oh,
too
next
far
week.
away.
I think it's next
Yeah.
weekend.
Yep, it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
So get your asses out here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah,
here
absolutely.
and go check you out in Baltimore too.
Absolutely.
And you can purchase my new Quiet Triangles. They're very cool. You'll see. I'm selling triangles for merch.
He's just trying to hang in there.
Oh!
I did it. I did it. No.
Cut the shit. We out.
Very
Well,
cool.
thanks for stopping by again. Looking forward to the set. And,
Awesome.
Right
Always
on,
good.
man.
keep on rocking.
Always good. Absolutely.
Right on.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
I just realized I wore the sunglasses the whole time like a total dickhead.
Well, I copied your
so
lead.
Guys, are you having trouble in the bedroom? Is your stroke game weak? And you're not being able to pleasure like you used to? Well, no worries. The Wet Monster has a product